Hello, Madam Assisama African Professor on Filter Platform, Mom Spokesperson with Chief Linguist, African Professor and Kasabo Madran subscribe set hit notification bell to be a new video be able to swan and Sakabi. And to be part of the African Professor formula, let's move all this conversation together. Like I said, this some filter platform is I talk about a range of issues and it's freestyle. So a lot of things, here you find something of substance to be part of the African Professor Family, share, like it, and let's move this conversation together until then. And then me from Kwachibia. And come on, the video, Matudi me say, President John Dramani Mahama has sold out Ghana to the IGBOS. Now he's in the process of selling Ghana to South Koreans through his new ambassador, Kojo Choi. Tini me say, sa video Matudi me say, President Mahama has already sold Ghana to the South Koreans, to the IGBOS. Now he's in the process of selling Ghana to the South Korean through Kojo Choi, his new ambassador. They didn't tell him Makasan. The name of Buhari, I'm say, Martini may be a cost of Ghana by Sep Mahama, a chusu, new Onya ambassador be a friend Kojo Choi. Now, Ghana, your friend, Nebusia for ne papa ne mama umba Africa, Ghana as a missionaries, Christian missionaries again, and I just say in the northern part of Ghana now. I'm saying, we didn't buy no debate 11 years, 10 years, 14 years in the formative years, and I know Coast year BBI until now, he has become part of Ghana, where Ghanaian were naturalized citizen. 19 young by that, by virtue of that, he has merit to become the ambassador, everything, all the argument. You see professors be Ghana, Mahama, a small move, say Mahama, I choose to be ambassador, Ghana's ambassador to South Korea. This animal just praising all kind of stuff. I'm telling them, hey, Ghana, Jack, we have a long way to go. A very, very higher hill to climb. It's so unfortunate. Now, mamu neseden nipa bebre majority of them woman junisha obi atim woman juni kitinkiti anase the reasoning power na so a lot of people do media agro na Ghana so no ade ba ko higher say obi unse kofobia obo PhD kura no friend ho professor PhD no so no another doctorate no higher than professor enti omunya wutnya ti professor no a omfi se nyansa ko he ba yina wonenim or cancer, then American or cancer because America, ye gina classroom, America classroom, middle school, high school, college, I tried the entino. The point American say, you professor no, and you. And to me, who so be Tiwono the gentleman, be a professor and a dear, and you because and we're beyond my and Tinyadi and one you focal, America, especially American, and you focal. And anyway, it is so be a professor, Nessie or no China Dria. Then we just say, so also a dream be so bit my child to me, just a professor. I can say, Master, then to me, the palm making say, Ghana for Mamma Cassie Mitchell, and I'm a see Mahama, what tongue Ghana, I'm not Igbo for no. Igbo for us by own sort to Maccabi. What do you mean, kind? Because I see you can see Mahama, your political parties in Asia. Honorable Hassan Yariga, Obian will be to Macabinti, Igbo for for Ghana, and they say Mahama, I can't show some of the woman who come because Ghana for no. Obey the desire, 1 month, no more jacka, no more obwa. Throughout the 4 years now, I can, obwa say 3 years as a year I can, 3.5 years as Yabekasas say Igbo for no, sir, fake king or as a chief on choir. Yabekasas young trimano, tea, and the end so tears. Now see, say. We say no, who say Ghana for Obia leaders no Obia ekom intino Obia intimi kahwe intino say no why na just say unu the oko or the South Korea say what choose your ambassador say friend Kojo Choi. Kojo Choi no natural citizen. Now no one is doubting the guys bia ne credentials and as an academic abilities near that. That's not the point. But me person be care it is what coaching car. Adwene kitikiti adwene ba se bi says rest snapper riri rest snapper no wakɔkyi bi ɛwɔ apum ɛkwan ɛpoano bi kitikiti bi na wa de na to yim tank mu wa yes ha adwene no afiri adwene no ama adwene aduane ama adwene kakaka na one day bi wudi adwene kɔ ɛpoano choko mpoano ho baby no akogya rest snap na na say adwene no a anase sensuum baby nsuokro no akonya ne firi no waye kese no agya na tum hwe so obesan ba so sa pepepe wo okofa Korea ni ai ye wo no Korea yes we're a citizen or school middle school be a secondary school university of Lagos dia nyina wa Ghana yeti ase but masa ade ba kwa so ti ase say sibo wo ye dia wa sibo because one ye kura ti Ghana ti o wo hu obi a wo ye Ghana ni kura wo so wo ye kokko no wo hu na wo se wo nyame sebe dabre dwonso kura onyinso bi wo nyare wo se obi ye kokko a ye se tintim se broni se kokko no obi hu a na omo hu po ase ongu da ase wo nyare ase wo ye nipa che obi a na nkofo Ghana fo ne abibifo no bebre no mu hiro omo na ti se obi a no ye Korea ni a Ghana no aba betra sibo kiti wachi sibo ba kiti ene wa ye no a okogya na to wa ewuram sibo no nya nikrom no nya ho no te okọ etimi the palm making say omo say Mahama ya dey small move no they have no clue about the contemporary international relations modern international relations they don't understand it because it's always say international the way countries behave China, Russia, Ukraine, United States, Iran, North Korea, South Korea, Canada, all countries, Nigeria, all countries behaving in international relations, in an international arena, they are guided by certain theories, certain framework, theoretical, school of thoughts. And to me, I said the dominant among them, the foremost among all the international relation theory, realism. Say you're facing realities of the world, human life, in the human condition, realism. We have liberalism, constructivism, and this neoliberalism near the other, but the dominant, the foremost one, guiding many of the countries' behavior. And America for the and then Russia for ye, and then Israel for ye, and then North Korea for ye, then Iran for ye, Ningina South Ningina is guided by realism. The realism, the argument now say the world politics, or international relations, how nations deal with other nations, are nothing but struggle for power. That's the realism. And so among self-interested countries, right, in a chaotic or confused world, in a world without police or without law enforcement, supranational self-enforcement agency. Until we live in that world, that's the world we live in. Countries be a conducting foreign policy. Most of the top-notch countries, they are guided by realism. That's the dominant among all the international relations. Now, me say the simple argument, they say, sad, then they say, the world politics, how nations deal with each other, and I say the way nations behave in the international arena, is nothing but a struggle for power. Obi power. Until now, say Iran for any other nuclear weapon, America forces no, Russia forces you could invade Iran. China forces say Africa man loans no near that day and I say yes started a develop your nuclear weapon near that then is guided by what struggle for power because in himself whoever has power you have control, you have a say in what is happening in the world because the world does not have police. So that is the reality of things. And because of that, because of this constant struggle for power among countries, there's a desire. They are driven by a desire for security and survivability, and that's a survival. See, because the world is a constant struggle for power, the countries are driven by the desire for security and power, how they will maximize their national security or national interests. And to South Korea, Obia are guided by that principle, security and survival. And to the point of making it say, Akwani ya won South Korea, no swat near then by is true. A be as say, culture, Ghanaian culture, no near that thing, but guess what? And so I drink it to one much, ya noa, was you a tank and a mujana to a pum. And I say, and you can see more from by who said any baba. And to walk on. The crummy ho. Enti haba say okokra obetumi okaso we denounce the citizenship now. What will happen? There's a possibility it can happen like that. Have you guys think about that? Because most of the people who argue Ghana about in favor of Mahama Nasa Akwano, they do that from the prism of liberalism, liberal school of thought, international relations school of thought, which emphasize shared values like that promote peace and stability and that kind of share values like we are democratic countries, the possibility of having a conflict or war is so minimal and not so less and not so negligible. But we live in the world of unpredictability. And the countries will be pursuing self-interest in the world of constant struggle for power, driven by what the desire for security. And you see that people don't look at it from Mukiana professor where she said, Master, he may be a professor in something political science or what, but do they know anything about international relations? I mean, as a student of international relations, I understand international how nations behave in this international arena from a different, theoretical international relation, school of thought. Has all these neoliberal theory, constructivism, realism, liberalism, and that kind of stuff. And to what an idea, all that most of the African, especially Ghana, they look at international relations from this angle, from liberalism. And you think I'm able for na better omaji Ghana fa Mahama Timin Kahri, because I'm one of the dumbest. So one of the dumbest president Ghana has ever got, President Mahama. It's true. We're slow. And hope in foreign policy, try and error. Because nipa biti say okuje to Ablakwa any lead Ghana, foreign policy. Why obaya wakokrusu US embassy. Did you see the reaction of Americans? You see, that is a realism. Prism, and I say international relations, because you do me, I do, because it's a constant struggle for power. So we are crucial where you miss me crucial media, and I said miss me what to a blacklisting. You see what I'm saying? That is what it is. And Akwana Ghana, South Korean-born Kojo Choi, Ghana for praising Mahama. Mahama has no clue about contemporary international relations. So what you say, go to Homa Igbo for, and for because of weakness, and then a realist, all international relations, and as a presidents now, and as leaders now, believe strongly in realism. Weak. Look at somebody like Trump. You see, your friend said Putin. They are not weak. Huh? Say, xenophobia, and only other day cancer. Masa and Kruma. Now Kruma no on your weak is how. What promise or pump my latter for me? Because no matter the political party, and I said the political ambition. He did it. And so Kruma de Biana, he talked about Pan-Africanism. And to who Mahama Natiho. So when you be on your slow kakra in terms of contemporary international relations, and watch it kwame between more Ghana. They have no clue about contemporary. They don't even understand. They don't know what international relations mean. And what you want to that's your brand new mom cry. Hey man, why are you? What you shoot? Your friend say South Korean in what the cause master. The South Korean wouldn't the economy say Adrina. What would not to tank my year and one when what Ghana to room? What didn't what can you crew? What can you do? And at some point in time, or Kotrawa. And so South Korea, they're trying to find a way to maximize their national interests and survivability. And Tiakoyomba say, yani kasa na afi no a double agent. I say, o favor Ghana, no some favor the crew. I feel no class what dinner what renounce the nationality. But you see, he can do that. The citizenship, Ghanaian citizenship, it can be possible that way. And I mean, come see Ghana, United States bought soccer. Most me loyalty nothing. Ghana shall name the name huru. You see, when we said the assist sanity, Obin Kasebi Akwan qualified, but Mahama could have put the guy somewhere. He can be ambassador somewhere else. If he cry, Obetuma call be a United States, and I say Obetumi cry call. And France, maybe to say United Kingdom, and that's any of the African countries, Egypt, somewhere. It's your Ghanaians for be a me. True born Ghanaians, representing Ghana, your friends say Korea. You don't have to speak Korean language to represent, because China for omuti Ghana for kasa then so Ghana omuni ambassador Ghana. You see, it's where Mahama ya namuti China makasa Mahama wabong onim koto. Na make us Ghana no won't Ghana for us. Seriously. Nti Mahama no afa kwan bi so wonya ade ni nti no de oye de se o treatise kama kwa metua for bi treatise ministers for mo Ghana nti o ka so mo for mo ti kra nto ho ni ntwama Mahama, they will do it. You see, Ablakwa de omo they will go and do it. Mahama mati ekire de no ni ade ne ma no ye protect you ye so akwase afo ma agum so mo nkoko o Ablakwa na mo kokumo Ablakwa na of nkumo. That's what they do. Omo de omo ti beto ho agi because of tekuka kro mbanya adi no. So Sagan is kind of chiche. So Mahama de wa ho press you no pity Ghana for. Kophobia, they have no clue about international relations. No more kasa. Say Mahama ya. They didn't why. Huh? They didn't know. What could chisebo? Why yes, ba me na nyini. Ubia no asa kotuna atu wiram. Huh? Obebefie. Anasa adwene. Why ya adwena mana kakaka no atuna to nsuom. Obesamba. That's what it is. And you obetima ko double agent because South Korea for no. Yeah, obetima affront or Yamagan was you see, he can do that. And that's how they used to recruit, countries, recruit to other countries. In the United States, in America, say United States, almost so more come fa sebia me say na me ya adwuma foreign service a yemfa me ya ambassador of Ghana. Ebi omni be kwa to other African country. You see, nya Ghana necessary. Enu be could be a South Africa. Be a Egypt, baby. So, Sani Bayo. That's how they will do. That's a smart move to do. Nobody teacher is a professor. We say, you see, Maza, Ghana. And America said, Mahama waton Ghana. Ama Igbo for no. And you say, Senye, Hasa Ayarigada Roma, could be any who bit maker. And as you say, Wasan in the process of selling Ghana to North Korea. And it's so unfortunate. So, say Ghana, I say, I don't know. We have a long way to go. And this is what I say. And one more time, see, President Mahama has already sold out Ghana to the IGBOS. Now he's in the process of selling Ghana to South Korea through Kojo Choi. And one more time, we African professionals subscribe, we share with friends and follow. I talk to you another time. Have a great day. Bye.